The project that you'll be creating today will be to complete the basketball statistics spreadsheet. Now, the substitute will hand out a 3-page document that will have the layout of what I want this project to look like. You'll be entering information and data for 3 separate basketball games. And you'll be entering these on 3 different tabs. So on screen, you see right now that we have game 1. The layout for this, I think you have pretty much set up from a previous class. But let's just talk about how you're going to go through and calculate the information for your basketball statistics spreadsheet. First of all, in the game of basketball, if we score a field goal is worth 2 points. If you're beyond a certain distance in the real game, it's worth 3 points. But everything today, we're going to calculate field goals as being worth 2 points. The free throws are worth 1 point. So what we're going to do is record our information into the spreadsheet for game number 1. And I'm just going to use Adams as my example. So let's say that Adams has played 36 minutes. Adams made 6 field goals. Adams attempted 20 field goals. And this is all data that's coming from the handout that you'll be receiving here shortly. Adams made 5 free throws and had 7 free throw attempts. So in G12, I want to know how many points did Adams score in this basketball game. We want to make sure that you're using formulas to calculate the total points. So if Adams scored 6 field goals, we know those are worth 2 points. So that would be a total of 12 points, plus made 5 free throws. We know those are worth 1 point. So that would mean that Adams should have scored 17 points in the basketball game. We want to put in a formula that calculates that. So in cell G12, I'm going to go equal the value of the field goals that were made in C12, but those are worth 2 points. So I'm going to multiply that by 2, so the asterisk or the shift of the number 8, plus I want to add the free throws that Adams made. So I want to take the value of E12. So C12 times 2 plus the value of E12, and you'll notice that up here in the formula bar as well. When I return, Adams has scored 17 points. So use that process in creating, after entering the data and creating your formulas for each one of the players. Now, down here in cell 20, or row 20, I want totals. So I want total minutes, I want total field goals made, I want the total field goals attempted, I want the total free throws made, I want the total free throws attempted, and most importantly, I want the total points for the game. You'll also see on the handout that I'm giving you today, there are some graphic adjustments that I'd like you to make. I'd like you to have a graphic inserted on the game. I'd like to have a label inserted across the top. And there's also going to be a dividing line that I'm going to have you put a cell border down here that will give us a line that will go across for like adding up totals like we've done here in the past. Okay? Now, once you've done that, save this as, we've already saved it, so just update your template that you have that you saved as BB Stats. But then I want game number 2, and notice down here in the tab, I've labeled this tab game 1. I want you to create a second tab. And on your second tab, I want this to be game 2. Now, it's very important that game 2, and also you're going to create a tab for game 3. It's very important that the information from game 1 is identical in its location for game 2. So I want this data to all appear in the relevant cells on game 2. So when I get to game 2, I want my label that says game 2 to be in cell A11. I want Adams to begin in A12. It's very important that we do that because tomorrow when I'm back, we're going to do a game summary, a game total for our basketball statistics, And if we don't have that information in the appropriate cells, we won't get the correct total. Okay? So I hope that's helpful. You need to get this project done, all 3 games. Get your totals, get your graphics in there, make it look good. You can do additional borders and shading if you'd like, but get this one done first. Okay? Now, the second project that you're going to do today, I hope you'll have a little bit of fun with, but that's going to be to create an M&M or a Skittles spreadsheet. We kind of started working with this on Friday, and we're going to finish this up today. So the substitute will give you a packet of either M&M, peanut M&M, or Skittles. And your assignment is going to be to create a spreadsheet that identifies the color of each of the items in your bag. So down the left column, I want you to label that column, I want you to label that color, and then across the top in cell B, I'd like you to label that bag. Then you're going to open your candy, you're going to count each of your items, and you're going to record that information in your spreadsheet. Once you've recorded that information, then I want you to create a pie chart. Now, we haven't done a pie chart before, but I want you to figure this out. Create a pie chart that has the data in the pie labeled, and then position that pie chart below your spreadsheet data. Then I'd like you to go back and create a word art heading to appear above your spreadsheet. I want you to include borders, shading, some graphics in your spreadsheet as well. And then once the project has been created, save this as M&M or Skittle project. Then once it's all completed, I want you to destroy all the evidence by eating it. All right? And then we'll wrap this project up tomorrow as well. All right, so have a good day, work hard, get these things done. Thanks.